From MTN News, you're watching Montana This Morning.
Over $27,000 raised for the Bridger Foothills Fire Relief Fund. That's a lot of money in itself, but especially at a financially challenging time like in the middle of a pandemic. I'm Annie Johnson with the full story coming up.
Plus, you might get a good feeling about wearing a mask to protect others from coronavirus. You could also win prizes. Just ahead, we'll explain how. Just ahead of 6:30 on this Friday, Chet Lehman, Matt Owell with you here. Interesting couple of days in your forecast as we're going through. Smoke rolled back in some places. We're dealing with some windy conditions.
Air
rain.
quality has really been nasty out near Yellowstone National Park. West Yellowstone dealing with it now. Unhealthy. The only place in southwest Montana in our viewing area dealing with that, and it's high on that unhealthy scale too. So temperatures into the 30s. Look at that, 30 degrees in Butte, 45 in West Yellowstone. Wow. Our lives are turned upside down.
That smoke must be holding that heat in, huh?
Something is. Yeah. We are seeing a few clouds out there as well. That may have part of that. Part of the issues, but we're probably looking at isolated, widely scattered showers as you head into the evening and overnight hours. Temperatures do top out into the 60s, just very windy conditions. We're going to break down your hour-by-hour forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Matt. Just ahead of 6:31 now on this Friday. Families with students at Gallatin High School in Bozeman getting a letter from the health department. It says there is a COVID-19 case in the school. Now, any student or staff who were identified as close contact had already been contacted. You might remember Belgrade families received the same letter on Wednesday with an alert about one case at the high school there. On the statewide scene yesterday marked a new daily high of confirmed COVID-19 cases. 333 were reported. So far, Montana has 165 COVID-19 deaths. Gallatin County reporting 34 new cases yesterday. 116 still considered active. 3 people are in the hospital. Butte Silver Bow Health Department confirmed 17 new cases. Butte up to 248 total cases. 74 there are still active. An estimated 212 people in Butte Silver Bow are currently quarantined as well and being tested. Madison County registered 4 new cases, 3 are active with 101 total cases there. Beaverhead County added 3 more infections, a total of 81 cases. Jefferson and Park County each added 1 new case yesterday. Gallatin County, Bozeman Chamber of Commerce, Bozeman Health, and Cottonwood Enterprises are teaming up to launch the Mask Up Gallatin program. Rewards people in Gallatin County for wearing masks in public. Now, if you live in Gallatin County, you may receive a Western-themed game card from program ambassadors or select retailers and employers across the valley. You can redeem the cards online for a chance to win prizes. Those prizes include day passes to Bridger Bowl, Big Sky Resort, Spire Climbing Fitness Center, the Grizzly Wolf Discovery Center, Crosscut Mountain Center, the Ridge Athletic Club, as well as gift cards to area businesses and merchandise from participating prize partners.
It's positive reinforcement. It takes away that point of friction and that difficult situation where somebody walks into a store and a greeter has a discussion with them. And if the store greeter can say, thank you, here's an opportunity to win a prize, we appreciate you, and we appreciate you looking after us as well. That's what we want to do.
We're told there will be 5,000 game cards distributed from September 23rd through October 19th. Anyone who doesn't win an instant win prize will automatically be entered into a drawing for $250 in downtown dollars. In Mining City News this morning, Butte Silver Bow Health Officer Karen Sullivan says the health department will not be doing widespread influenza vaccination clinics this flu season. It's because staff tied up trying to deal with COVID-19. Sullivan says while getting a flu shot is very important, the health department's priority is management of COVID-19. Usually the health department has done 3 to 4 large flu clinics each fall with about 60 organizations, businesses, and schools. But the department will continue to accept flu vaccine clients by appointment. That includes high-risk populations and the homeless. Southwest Montana Community Health Partner provides flu vaccinations and features sliding fee schedule. Medical providers, some local pharmacies are also offering the vaccine, and often those are free. Back here in the Gallatin Valley, destruction from the Bridger Foothills fire becoming more evident as new details are released as to the damage and homes lost. Financial support now needed more than ever, so almost 50 Bozeman businesses are stepping up to the plate to help. MTN's Annie Johnson has more.
It's no secret that a lot of businesses are facing financial challenges because of this pandemic. But regardless of their financial status, a group of Bozeman businesses came together to raise over $27,000 for the Bridger Foothills Fire Relief Fund.
100%, yes. And we just hope that, we did our part to try to help out our neighbors, and if we had a chance to do it again, I think we would do it.
Officials confirmed 30 homes were destroyed, 5 more were damaged, and 37 other minor structures were destroyed.
We just really hope that everyone that has been affected by this fire can get back on their feet sooner than later, and we at MAP hope that what we've done and put into motion will help facilitate that.
And just what has MAP Brewing done along with other businesses?
It was pretty easy to partner up with these local businesses to say, hey, what can we do to give back and support this relief fund? And so the idea of creating a raffle came up.
A raffle that featured dozens of businesses from around Bozeman and Big Sky, which provided a little something for everyone.
So it is a box of Yellowstone grass-fed beef and then a Sitka gift certificate basically for a bunch of stuff.
Winning items is great, but for this winner, being able to support the cause meant more.
I'm a resident of the canyon actually, and we got very lucky and we're very close to the fire, so we wanted to support our rest of our community and those who are recovering.
And for these families, the money won't erase what they've been through, but at a time like now, it will certainly provide some help. Reporting in Bozeman, Annie Johnson, MTN News.
Right at 6:36 now, we're going to shift it up just a bit. There are always spectacular sights to see in Yellowstone National Park, but one really capturing a lot of attention. A grizzly has been enjoying a long picnic after drowning a huge bull elk and pulling it to the side of the Yellowstone River. Russ Riesinger reports it's also been a feast for photographers.
For almost a week now, the 600 to 700 pound grizzly, known as number 791, has been camped out on the bank of the Yellowstone River at the northern end of Hidden Valley, enjoying a slow meal and giving people a view of nature that is usually reserved for National Geographic.
Oh yeah, there's people there at first light until last light.
Braden Raisler is one of the many photographers who've been staging across the river. He captured the pictures and video that you see here from about 150 yards away.
It's a real treat for photographers and tourists alike to have one this close to the road and one that's happened this long. Usually they only last a day or two, and a lot of the stuff usually happens at night when nobody can see.
It may be a one-course meal, but number 791 is taking his sweet time devouring it, never wandering far away from his prized prey, and also having to fend off a few challengers in the process. Check out this picture that another photographer, Seth Royal Croft, sent of a wolf bravely facing off with the bear. Number 791, as you might expect, held his own and continues to sit guard and sit pretty for pictures.
It's very, very rare, so it's been an amazing opportunity for everyone.
I'm Russ Riesinger reporting for MTN News.
By the way, Braden also tells us that number 791 did finally leave the picnic site. Another grizzly moved in for a while. The story a good reminder that it's always a risk to approach a carcass in the wild because bears may be nearby. 791 by big enough when we drove by, I thought it was a bison at first. Yeah, it was a grizzly bear. Awesome stuff. 6:38, we're going to take a break. When we come back, COVID-19 changing lives and events across the globe. So how will it affect the 2021 Iditarod? Coming up, find out what will happen to the toughest race in the world. But first, let's check in with our friends at CBS This Morning for a look at what's coming up at 7.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS This Morning, another night of protest in Louisville after the grand jury decision in the Breonna Taylor case. Here how some are questioning the state's investigation, while many are still calling for justice. Also, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will join us. We'll discuss the battle to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg and what the late Supreme Court justice meant to her. Plus, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows will talk to us about the president's comments on transfer of power. And we're going to take a look at the rising cost of housing, how ownership is getting out of reach for many American families for a very simple reason: not enough homes. It's true. We'll see you at 7.